it's Sylvia Machete. Welcome to Luminosity TV. Imagine that you've come to a crossroad and you don't know which way to turn. The road to your left is wide. There's lots of footprints on the floor. It's very noisy. It's very crowded with lots of people. They're all pushing and shoving at each other so that you can't actually see what's ahead of you. You just know that they're moving, but you don't know where it's all leading to. The road, on the other hand, to your right, is long and narrow, rather quiet. There's barely anybody on it, hardly any footprints on the floor. There's no crowd, so you can actually see what's ahead. But just like the other road, you don't know where it leads. When you get to that crossroad, which road are you likely to turn and why? Do you go on the wide road where everyone's going? Or do you go on that road that's hardly been followed? When you think about it, most people will follow the wide road, not because it's the right one, but because they've been influenced by all the footprints and all the people that they've seen on that road. And so they will choose what the majority have chosen. In Nigeria, we call this follow. But if you think about it, the few who have gone on the other road are those who have made a conscious decision for themselves, not just to follow the crowd. In life, most of us believe that we have a choice, but we don't realize that we are not consciously choosing. Choice is a muscle that we have to exercise. And because it's a muscle, you need to train it to work for you, just like you would any other muscle in your body. The trouble that most people have is that just like in the gym, if you stand aside and admire other people working their muscles, it's not going to tone yours. We are allowing other people's choices become the reason for making our own decisions. The things you watch on TV, someone else's muscle. The books you read, someone else's muscle. The things you hear on the radio, someone else's muscle. All external to our own internal ideas. The news, celebrities, people of authorities, all influencing and affecting our choices. Imagine I'm a guy who really likes Beyonce and she's just been paid 20 million to advertise some lipsticks, for instance. Will I buy lipsticks just because I really like Beyonce and she's in the advert? Do I need lipsticks? No. See? Right there, you make a conscious decision not to buy lipsticks because no matter who's advertising it, you're just not buying because you don't need it. This is the attitude we need to apply to every choice that we are making, everything that we are hearing, everything that we are being told. There to take a moment and shut down everything, drown out the noise and all the empty chatters of other people's opinion. And ask yourself, without your ego interfering, without any bias or assumptions that you already know what you're going to choose, quietly ask yourself, what do I think? What is right for me to do here? Bring it into your own internal space. Don't rush it. Let it marinate. And then ask yourself again, am I making the right decision? The true answers always lies within. But we're too busy admiring the muscles of others instead of strengthening our own muscles. It's within that our power lies. And I'm not just talking about what you hear in the news or what you read. I'm also talking about our beliefs, our morals, and our values. Whether the external world says it's legal or not, whether they say it's relevant or not. The question is, what do you think? What does your gut say? If it's now legal to kill someone, would you suddenly wake up and partake? What are your boundaries? What do you stand for? Are you making a conscious choice for yourself? It starts by trusting that you can find answers from within. What choice resonates with me the most in this moment that I'm making this decision? Those who have not used what is innate in them to make their decisions, who rely on the external noise to guide their decisions, will always find themselves being led astray. And if you're the type that has consciously decided for yourself and you bring it into your internal space, they'll think you're crazy. Like, how is it that you can go on that narrow road when there's no one there and there are no footprints there? And yet there's the other road with multitudes and everyone is on it. And yet you choose that one. But let me tell you the difference. The wide road that has all the footprints and has all the followers, they've allowed a few to choose for them. And so they haven't thought it through and they've decided to go where it leads. In fact, they're not thinking about it anymore because others have now decided for them. But let me tell you about the few who have chosen the narrow road. They consciously decided not to follow the crowd and not to allow themselves to be influenced by others. They listened to their intuition. They might be scared. They might not even know where the road leads. But the one thing that they're not doing is following the crowd just for the sake of it. This is how we must live with every aspect of our lives. What journey do you want to take in your life? Would you rather be on the road that's crowded and obscured, allowing others tell you what's ahead? Or would you rather see the road ahead for yourself and consciously choose? Resonance is the power that you have. So always ask yourself, what resonates with me? What is my gut feeling telling me about this? Forget what anyone thinks. Forget what the husband thinks. Forget what the boss thinks. Forget what the best friend thinks. It's you. What do you think? There's a knowingness that we all have, and that's our power. They ask you, how do you know? You say, I just know. I just know this is going to work. We've all had those moments. I didn't hear it on the news. I didn't read it anywhere. I just know. Trust that, because that is your real voice. That is the voice of your intuition. We were wired to make decisions this way. That is the spiritual tool that we were given to allow us to make choices. Not just to listen to the external, but to bring it in. And after carefully examining it within ourselves, we can then decide what choice to make. It's not about, 90% of people decided to go that way, so therefore I should follow them and go that way. It's not a numbers game. So what feels right in your core? What resonates in your soul? The more you know this, the more empowered you become. It's not everything that is offered freely from the external that must be accepted. It's how you feel about something, not how you're being told to feel. So allow yourself to say, no, thank you. This is not for me. You want to know the best part about making a choice based on your intuition, based on your own knowingness, is that you can't unknow it. It is constant. It's not changing. It's not like, we need you guys to go down this way, run down to this side. And then everybody runs down that way. We're sorry, we made a mistake. We now need you all to run to the other side. And you all start running that way. You are centered and convinced in your decision because it has come from an internal source. In fact, you look strange to everyone because they have been running all around from left to right, but you are not moving. Your stillness is your movement, because you found your alignment from within. That is the seat of your power. By all means, hear, see, and feel what the external world is telling you, but never forget to bring it into your seat of power and question it. See if it resonates. Think of it like a barrier, like a toll gate that checks whether the price of choosing what is external and what the external is offering, whether it matches the internal voice within. In the end, everything is down to choice. If you make the right choices, you'll get the right results. So trust in the selection process and trust your intuition to help you with that selection process. It's not just the muscles of your body that needs a workout. Your intuitive muscles needs a workout as well. So let's meet at the gym and train those muscles. The intuitive muscles, that is. Bye for now.